Today let us discuss about investment function. Investment is the amount of money spent by the firms on purchase of fixed assets, on purchase of capital assets. Investment is done by the firms with a profit motive. And of course that is essential also to produce goods and services. They require machinery, they require building, they require major replacements when machinery go out of order. So this has to be done by the firms, and that is what is called your capital expenditure. And this capital expenditure is also called investment function. So this investment function or investment expenses can be classified into two broad categories. One is called your induced investment, other is called autonomous investment. Induced investment is the investment expenditure which is elastic. Elastic means when the income of the firms increase, this expenditure will also be increased. When the income of the firms falls, the capital expenditure will also be reduced. Means we can say there will be direct relationship between the income and the capital expenditure. And this is what is called induced investment. So as I told you, if the income increases, the capital expenditure of the business will also increase, firms will also increase. And if the income falls, the capital expenditure will also be reduced. And this is called induced investment. So there is a direct relationship between your income of the firms and the capital expenditure. When we talk about autonomous investment, this is the second part, or we can say this is another component of your investment function. So when we talk about this autonomous investment is generally done by the government. Now the expenditure of the government does not depend upon the level of income. Sometimes the revenue of the government may be good, sometimes it may fall. But it cannot reduce its expenditure or it cannot increase its expenditure depending upon that income. So this is what is called autonomous investment. The expenditure what government have to do has got no relation with the income of the government. The autonomous investment is also not guided by profit motive. Here government spends money, but the objective is not to make profit. The objective is the maintenance of the society, to maintain law and order, to provide the basic facilities to the people, to the society. So here, this expenditure is not guided by any profit motive. The autonomous investment or the investment of the government also depend upon the social conditions of the society, the economic condition of the country, and the political conditions of the country. If the society is developed, then the autonomous investment of the government will be less. But in a country like India, where majority of the people, 30 to 40% of the people live below poverty line, there the autonomous investment of the government tends to be high. Then economic condition of the country. India is a developing country, lot much to come. So here the autonomous investment of the government used to be very high. Then when we talk about the political condition of the country, the political will must be there. The government must have a will to spend money for the development of the country, for the maintenance of the society, for the benefit of the people, for the welfare of the people. Then there will be autonomous investment. If that will is absent, then the autonomous investment will be less. Government will not spend money on this. So, investment or investment function consists of two broad categories. It can be divided into two broad categories. One is your induced investment, other is your autonomous investment. Both these components constitute the investment function.